My name is Asari Bediako, and I'm here to run by you the very latest local and international sports news. This is the AM show, and let's begin with boxing. And former WBA welterweight champion Ike Quartey has been appointed as the technical director of the Ghana Boxing Authority. Now, GBA President Peter Zwenis has been explaining to Joy Sports the rationale behind Ike Quartey's appointment.
We have gone out of our way to appoint Ike Bazooka Quartey as the technical director of the GBA. Time and again, when I've sat next to him at boxing tournaments, he watches them fight. He sees that the fundamentals are not there, and he keeps telling me that we should give him the opportunity to work on that. You know, he started as a kid, you know, he and Alfred Quartey, and I think that they grabbed the fundamentals from Atuku Quartey very well, and he still has that, and he's promising us that he will liaise with the amateurs to give tutelage in the fundamentals to ensure that those who are coming up from amateur to professional will not be found wanting. The problem we have is that over the years, because we didn't have very experienced trainers, all manner of persons, you know, assume the posture of trainers, and you go to every gym and there are so many trainers and everybody is calling himself a trainer. Some of them are not certified properly as trainers. Of course, there are a few good ones. We all know Allowe passed, Akesi passed, Coach Asari is there. There are a few, Coach Kwe, they are good. But we need more than that. So I believe that if we want to bridge that gap, we'll be looking at Ike Quartey and his technical team, comprising other champions like Tonda Ayer and Percy Oblitekome, the former Commonwealth champion, and the current trainer of Richard Comey, Carl Loco, to do some good work for us in that technical direction.
That was Peter Zwenis, president of the Ghana Boxing Authority. And from boxing, let's talk Taekwondo. And on August 18, Ghana will host the rest of the world. Freddie Gotulate, president of Ghana Taekwondo, has been giving details about the two-day event.
The Ghana Open International Championship is a World Taekwondo sanctioned championship and a ranking championship. So every athlete that will participate in this championship would earn a point by the World Taekwondo. We saw it as an opportunity for our Ghanaian athletes to earn world ranking points, so that when they also participate in other World Taekwondo sanctioned events, they could be seeded. These days, ranking is very, very important in sports. The championships has 20 referees, international referees appointed by the world body, 3 competition supervisory board members, 1 technical delegate. All will be arriving next week. We've gone this far by fixing their conditions here. All the 4 rooms, we service them. They are functioning very well. We are also renovating the sports hall. We fixed the old central air conditioner. It is working perfectly now. We fixed the 6 split air conditioners also. Last Saturday we tested them and they are all functioning very well. We've also imported 3 sets of the Taekwondo competition tatami mats, which cost about $7,500 US. 12 countries have registered to participate in the championship. We have not closed registration. Registration will end on the 15th, and we are expecting more countries. The countries are those who have registered so far, as at this morning: Italy, Turkey, Malawi, Rwanda, USA, Togo, Benin, Morocco, Burkina Faso, Senegal, Ivory Coast, and of course, Ghana.
Football next, and it's time to run by you the very latest player transfer news. And Liverpool have rejected a bid of €100 million from Barcelona for Brazilian playmaker Philippe Coutinho. Barca's second bid for the 25-year-old, which was rejected immediately, comprised an initial €85 million plus €15 million in add-ons. Liverpool reiterated that Coutinho, who joined them from Inter Milan for just £8.5 million back in 2013, is just not for sale.
Liverpool have immediately rejected a staggering €100 million bid, that is £90.4 million, from Barcelona for playmaker Philippe Coutinho. We understand Barca's second offer for the player was €85 million up front, plus $15 million in add-ons. Liverpool have reiterated their stance that Coutinho is not for sale, and they now consider the matter closed. Former Liverpool manager Brendan Rodgers bought Coutinho from Inter Milan for just £8.5 million back in 2013, and he believes the club can hold on to him.
It's the market. No, I think that it's the current valuation of the players. You know, Philippe Coutinho is a world-class player. You know, there's no doubt about that. But the power in the position is with Liverpool. You know, he signed a new contract, Phil. He's always going to have other clubs that will want him, but Liverpool don't have to sell if they don't want to, and so the power is very much with them.
Would you hope then that Liverpool stand firm on Coutinho?
Well, it's you know, Liverpool's a fantastic club, and I know he really enjoys it there. And like I say, he's got great supporters. He's got a great manager. So I'm sure he'll be very, very, very happy there. He signed his new deal. So, but time will tell.
Let's now talk about the Athletics Championship, the World Athletics Championship, which is currently happening in London, and Botswana's Isaac Makola was banned from running at the competition as organizers tried to halt a norovirus outbreak. There's more in this report.
He's the runner who missed the 400 metres final after being banned from the London Stadium because of a sickness bug, even though he insisted he was fit. He also missed the heats for the 200 metres, but the IAAF gave him special permission to race because his quarantine period was over. He had to race against the clock in an individual time trial, and he didn't disappoint. Despite the rainy conditions, he achieved the qualifying time of 20.53 seconds to secure a place in the semi-finals. Immediately after crossing the line, he did several press-ups, perhaps to show the IAAF just how fit he was. Clearly still upset about being barred from the 400 metres, in which he was one of the favourites to challenge the gold medalist Wade van Niekerk. Just 2.5 hours later, he ran in the semi-finals, his second race of the day, drawn in the hardest lane 1, and he finished second in an even quicker time, and that was good enough to get into the final. So he's now still got a chance to face van Niekerk in a final and come away from the championships with a medal.
I feel so happy that I have qualified for the final 200, so I'm looking forward for tomorrow final. Yeah, I think so. I think the crowd was so amazing. The British crowd was so amazing. I feel like I was home, you know. They really wanted me to see me running, so that's why they are happy like that, you know. It's so nice thing for myself that, you know, I'm one of the greatest athletes, you know. Yeah, I feel strong for tomorrow. I feel really strong. Thank you.
Let's now talk golf, and golfer Tiger Woods has pleaded not guilty to a charge of driving under the influence after his arrest in Palm Beach County, Florida, back in May. He's now expected to admit to a lesser charge of reckless driving and enter a 12-month probation program.
I'm placing you under arrest for suspicion of driving under the influence, okay?
Woods was arrested in May after being found asleep at the wheel of his car. No alcohol was found in his system, and he blamed it on a severe reaction to prescription drugs. He wasn't in court, but as part of the plea deal, he's expected to appear in October to plead guilty to the reckless driving charge. He'll avoid jail time, but will still have to serve 12 months probation and enter a program for first-time DUI offenders. He'll also have to perform 50 hours of community service and pay a $250 fine and court costs.
It's standard. He was not treated any differently than anybody else. This is anyone else in the same position as him would be offered the same exact thing. There's no prior DUI history, so he would be offered, anyone else in his position would have been offered the same exact opportunity.
Let's now talk about boxing and the bout everybody has been waiting for. Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. That bout will come off in the United States of America on August 26th. And this is not typical of Floyd Mayweather ahead of bouts. This time he's saying that his opponent is the favorite.
When you look at the two on paper, when you look at myself and you look at Conor McGregor, on paper, he's taller.
McGregor! Mayweather! Face off!
Has a longer reach. He's a bigger man. From top to bottom. Youth is on his side, and I've been off a couple years. So, and now I'm in my 40s. So, you know, if you look at everything on paper, it leans towards Conor McGregor.
His head is too small. A man that has never fought in a boxing ring is going to be in a boxing ring with someone who is on the record that he is TBE, the best ever. Did he earn this? Is he truly worthy of being in the ring with you?
In combat sports, there's only two names right now at the top in combat sports. Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor.
And that's all I've got time for on today's edition of Sports on the AM show here on the Joy News channel on Multi TV. For more sports news, you know where to go, don't you? The sports page on myjoyonline.com. You can as well follow us on social media. On Twitter, we are at Joy Sports GH, and on Facebook, we are at Joy Sports. My name is Asari Bediako. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of the day.